Alright, let's get started with our granny square. And actually this one is going to be the rectangled one. So I'm using an H hook and it's a 5mm and a standard worsted weight yarn. So let's start off with chaining 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So what we want to do is in the fourth chain from your hook, you're going to put quite a few stitches. You are going to start off with 2 double crochet. Alright, then a chain 2. You're going to put in 3 more double crochet to the same stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and another set of 3 double crochet, and trust me, it will all make sense here in just a bit. Alright, yep, it gets a little tight. Now as we put all those stitches here in that one, you're going to have to scooch over a little bit because you lost one stitch in your row here. There is a hidden stitch there, so do not lose that stitch. Alright, so now what you're going to do is chain up 2 and you're going to skip 2. So that's why I said don't lose this stitch here, okay? So 1, 2, you're going to skip 2 and you're going to double crochet in the next 3. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to chain up 2 again. You're going to skip 2, and in that last stitch you're going to do the same as we did here. You're going to do 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Now this, at this point, your piece is going to want to start turning on you. Just go with the flow and let it turn, because that's how you're going to be working this rectangle granny. It's just going to turn on its own, but in a rectangle. So just let it turn. So you're going to chain 2 now, work another 3 double crochet into the same end stitch. Alright, chain 2, and your last set of 3 double crochet, go right into the same stitch. And if you're allowing it to turn, you see that I did. Now we were working like this, now you're working on the opposite side. And that's how this piece is going to work. Okay, so this is where you're at so far. Now you want to chain up 2. You're going to make sure you didn't lose anything in here, so I don't think we did. So now what you're going to do is skip the next 2 stitches and working right over these next 3 double crochet from the opposite side. You are going to work now in the loops that are left from the other side and work 3 double crochet here in a row. So 1, 2, get out of that way, and 3. Chain 2, skip these last 2 stitches here, and you are going to join up in the top of that chain 3. Alright, now this is the beginning of the rectangle granny, and you may have to just sort that out. And go ahead and get rid of that tail, as it may bother you like it was just doing me. Alright, so this is the first round of our granny rectangle. Okay, so now round 2 of our rectangle granny, we are going to chain up 3 and we are going to do 2 double crochet into the same space. So 1 and 2, and that chain 3 is going to act as our first double crochet. Alright, so now what you want to do is you're going to do a chain 2, and you're going to move to this corner, and we're going to do 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, chain 3, and 3 double crochet in the same corner. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to do a chain 2. Okay, and now what we're going to do in this next corner is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. And then you're going to also do a chain 2 there. And in the next chain 2 space, you're going to put 3 double crochet there, chain 2, and then in the next chain 2 space as well, you want to put 3 doubles, chain 2. Okay, and then in the next corner you're going to put 3 doubles, chain 2, three more doubles, okay, you're going to chain 2 again, then you also want to do 3 doubles in the next corner, chain 2, 3 doubles again in that same corner, chain 2, then in that next chain 2 space you're going to put 3 doubles, and then you want to do a chain 2, and then you're going to join into that first chain 3. And that is round 2. Okay, round 3 of our granny rectangle. And this is the spot where if you're wanting to do color change, you do the color change when you're joining up here, just so you know. So we're going to do our chain 3. You want to do your 2 doubles into the same space, chain 2 here, and in the next space do 3 doubles, okay, chain 2. Now you went in a corner again, so you want to do your combination of 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 doubles in the same corner, chain 2, and in the next space here you'll put 3 doubles, chain 2, And now you're at the next corner where you will do your combination of 3 doubles. Chain 2 and 3 doubles, all in the same corner. And putting so many stitches in the corners allows you to turn like it does with any granny square. Chain 2, and in the next space, 3 doubles. Chain 2. Next space, 3 doubles. Chain 2. Next space, 3 doubles. And as with any standard granny square, the larger that you make this project, you will have more spaces in between your corners, so you will be doing more clusters of 3 double crochet in between. Okay, so now you want to chain 2, and you're at your corner again, so you want to do your combination of 3 doubles. Chain 2 and 3 doubles. Okay, and you pretty much have to chain 2 after each cluster. Okay, and now 3 doubles in that next space. Chain 2, and you're at the next corner, so 3 doubles here. Chain 2 and 3 doubles. Okay, chain 2, and your last space you get to put 3 doubles. Chain 2, and then you're going to join into that beginning chain 3. And here again is where you want to do your color change if you're doing one. Okay, so basically that is how you're going to do your rectangle granny, and you're just going to keep going around and around and around, and every side is going to gain an extra space in between your corners as you go around. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to your rectangle granny. It's very beautiful pattern. Again, it's just worked in a full rectangle. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Till next time, happy hooking!